Hello, I'm Blackberry and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discussing about pet peeves and everything I hate about them when it comes down to art. I'll be drawing this random girl in the background, so if you're willing to listen to me, sit back, grab some berries, and enjoy. I've never done commissions before, but I do have plans on doing them in set future. But if you do want to commission me for art, just hit me up. I can't really do digital, but I can do traditional, and I don't mind doing that. So my pet peeve with that is, can you draw me for free? And the answer to that is no. Why would you ask me to draw you for free? Would you ask someone that works on buildings to build you something for free? Obviously not. Both of those are things that you would have to pay someone to do. Expecting someone to do something for free is mind-boggling to me. And I guess most people that ask that doesn't really consider artists to be an actual job. So they expect you to do it for free, since you do it basically for free as a hobby. And when you do say no, they call you selfish or greedy, which just gets on my nerves. It's aggravating. When I went to a public school where there wasn't a bunch of artists around middle school, there was someone that did ask me to do art for free for them to ask them to draw them. And it was annoying to get that all the time because you're not paying me. I should be able to make money out of doing something that I like. For you would ask someone who is building you something or who is making you something else to do it for you, and you expect to be paid. But when you ask an artist to do it and they expect you to pay them, it's a whole nother different story, which is why I don't know nor understand why people have an issue with artists being paid for doing what they like. Another pet peeve for me is Instagram scams. Usually artists who post their art on Instagram knows what I'm talking about, but for people who do not understand, Instagram scams are scams that usually people coming in your DMs saying, oh, coming in your comments and being like, check your DMs, and then being like, oh, if you pay me this amount, I'll put you on my art page, and then this and that would happen. What would happen, as someone who fell for the scam, by the way, I was young, and when you did pay them, they would put you on your page and you would get a certain amount of followers, but they would all be scams. Scams would come to you basically back to back after that. It is aggravating to have to deal with them because they always come to little followers or people without that many followers on their Instagram page preying on them, and it was pretty humiliating to have that done, but it is what it is. And another pet peeve of mine is when people ask me or say to me, oh, you're so lucky to be born with that talent. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? It just kind of makes me upset to hear someone say that I'm lucky to have this talent, like how I didn't actually work to be where I am today. You wouldn't say that for someone who, again, learned how to build up stuff. You know that they have to work hard to get there. So why do you think that I was born with set talent to do art? I didn't pop out the womb with a pencil and a marker being able to draw. I have to put in time and effort to become where I am today. And still, I have so much more improvement that I have to do. Saying that I was born with this talent is not a compliment. It might seem like a compliment to y'all, but for me, it is not. I deem it as an insult because you are basically not acknowledging that I became where I am today without all of my hard work that I put myself through to become a decent, at least, artist. Another pet peeve of mine is when it comes down to skin tones. It's when they don't draw black hands properly, if you look at a realistic black hand, the bottom of their palms do not match with the rest of their skin, and that's the same for their feet, and that goes for the same for their lips. Usually at times the top lip is darker than the bottom lip, and the top part of your hand for a black person is darker than your palm, and the top part of your feet is darker than the bottom part of your feet. When I don't see animators or artists incorporate that, it kind of just annoys me. I get making the mistake because I tend to do it at times, but when you do it constantly and someone corrects you about it and you get upset, that's where I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's not that hard. Just make it lighter. It's not that complicated. One of the TV shows that I know incorporated the best is this new Disney TV show called it's this girl that has to complete a list. When you check out the characters within the show, you can see that all of the characters who are dark skinned have light palms. If they can do it, why can't you? That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to personally understand. And again, you don't have to do it. Obviously, it's your choice, but it's just something that irritates me personally to see. This pet peeve mostly go out to like universities. It's when they don't consider anime art to be real art. That shit bugs the fuck out of me. Because how do you consider cartoony art to be real art, but you don't consider anime art to be real art? They might as well be the same damn thing, but just from a different culture. I feel like there's some racist undertone there, but I don't want to make an assumption because niggas gonna come in my comments being like, oh, y'all make everything racist. I don't. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy in this. My pet peeve is usually towards the art community and people who are also not artists. It's the fact that when they see like modern art or just a banana taped to the wall and be like, that's not real art. Who are you to decide what is real art? Art is a subjective culture, whether you like it or not. A banana taped to a wall can be art, a doll can be art, a random blue painting can be art, even abstract art can be art. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit what the meaning is. It's still art because it's a subjective thing, and treating it as it's not hypocritical, because if I don't consider realism as art, I'm in the wrong here, right? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's not art. I really like how this character came out. She's so joyful, bubbly. It just really is pretty for her. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below to see what you want me to do in the future, and have a lovely day filled with dozens of berries.